Hey, welcome back to Second Run Gaming. I'm Austin, we're here with Dragon Age, and we're doing the most important thing we could possibly be doing right now, which is saving, because last time we killed Gazarath. And I honestly am surprised. The first time I fought him, I was not prepared. I didn't think I knew about the, hitting the two bumpers to select all your party so they could attack together thing. I was caught unaware. It was a shit show. We didn't trigger any enemies, but they're over there. You can see their red dots. We've only got one health poultice. We may die here as well. We're just so squishy in the beginning that it's just real easy to go. It's also Nightmare, so I'm lying to myself. We're going to be squishy the whole time.
Let's get started. As you wish. On it.
This is going to be hard. I'm going to try and have us focus on the alpha if we can. Might be the bad decision out of the gate, because we're getting attacked by so many other things. Adelaide's basically dead. We're gonna see if I can't draw him away, though. Might as well, right? Yeah, we're definitely still fucked. It's really just Alistair versus the world. But Adelaide will do what she can. Oh yeah, and she's dead. Alright, Alistair, it's all upon you, my boy. Ow, fuck. Well, I'm gonna run. And I think this Hurlock's probably gonna follow me. And hopefully we won't get pelted with arrows if we're super far away. This is not a very heroic way of doing this, but it's what we have. Take him down. Get him good. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Very well. Oh no, you don't!
Hit him good. Hit him better than you've been hitting him, if we're being honest. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Armed and dangerous, ready for action.
So we're actually far enough away that we got some of our people back, which is great. And we can loot that guy. He didn't have any health poultices, though. I'm gonna try and run back here. Jory, unfortunately, is lost to us. I'm really just searching for Elfroot. The joke is that I may run into enemies randomly. Okay, we're good. But also there's no Elfroot. And my boy is hurt. We don't have any... Yeah, we don't have any injury kits. On the bright side, this is kind of the last big battle of the Korcari, wild section. And we already took out the Hurlock Alpha, so I'm feeling pretty great as long as we can get through these last couple enemies. We just don't have any health poultices at all, and we cannot loot these little boys. Okay. Well, fuck it. Let's try and get him. This might work, we might die.
Let's get started.
We're real weak and we're getting pelted with arrows. And yeah, Alistair. I think we've got it. It's gonna be close. Oh boy. Whoop. Hell yeah. Woof. Well, it was a little messy. It wasn't pretty. Alistair had to run away, and we had to kind of... We got lucky that two of our units died far enough down that hill that they were out of range. But the important thing is we got past it. We got a bunch of cool stuff. Still nothing to make health poultices, which I'm a little salty about. But there's some Elfroot there, and I'm going to make that. So we got one. But thankfully we don't really need it anymore, at least for a little while. Alright, well, let's check out these fancy treaties. After, of course, taking this death root. Damn it, I thought that was elf root and I got excited. Cool chest, cool room area, pretty fucked up. Looks like this is what we're looking for, though. It's really empty.
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
Kind of both. So, I am neither. The Grey Wardens once owned this tower. Intruder, and just how are these your wilds? I would first know who you are and where you come from, or where did you come from? Stay back! I think either 1 or 3 are the best move. I'm not even a member of the Grey Wardens yet. I feel like I'm more curious about who this person is and why they think that I'm intruding upon their area. I know who this person is already, because I played the game before. And you probably have too, if you're watching this, since it came out 11 years ago. But we'll keep the illusion alive, so it's fine.
You are the intruder here. I believe the first question is rightfully mine. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered. Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the Wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there. Women do not frighten like little boys. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine.
So, you've got a couple options. You can either be straightforward, you can call me Adelaide, promise you won't harm us, I'm Adelaide, a pleasure to meet you, or forget it, you first. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a pleasure. We still don't know if we're, in danger, not in danger, but I don't see a harm in revealing our name to this person.
And you may call me Morrigan, if you wish. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Then who removed them? Tell us at once or face the consequences. She's toying with us, let's go. She obviously knows maybe who took them? It seems like she does, if it wasn't her.
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Can you take us to her? Your mother? Is this a joke? Again, straightforward, I think, is the way to do it. It's the way I'm gonna play it, because that's how Morrigan responds best, if we're being honest.
There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you. Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Dareth. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your elven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
What do I believe? I'm no fool if that's what you're asking. I'm not sure what to believe. I believe you're crazy and possibly dangerous. Oh, fuck!
Is that
I
all?
didn't mean to click that!
Surely your mind stretches farther than these surroundings. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded Witch of the Wilds.
Witch of the Wild, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them?
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize.
Well, that was pretty nice. And she wasn't too pissed about my accidental response, but I'm going to try and be nicer this time. So thanks for returning him. What do you mean the threat is greater than they realize? How do you know all this? I'm sure they'll be eager to act on your advice. Yeah, I'm going to say thanks. Am I, though? No, I'll go with thank you.
Such manners. Always in the last place you look. Like stockings.
We're friends now.
Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
And we're back. Magically just like that. And you can't even see me because I am shorter than Jory, who's very tall. So yeah, we just met Morrigan. She's pretty cool. We'll get to know her more maybe later on. And that's pretty much it. All we have to do now is return back with these treaties to Duncan, who is waiting very ominously for us.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
Yes.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
Hooray. Now, will you tell us what this ritual's about? Maybe we should tell you about Morrigan and her mother. What if we have second thoughts? I am ready. I would reveal what we ran into.
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had the scrolls. They were both very... odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining.
Cool. I know it's secretive. I know they can't tell us. And I definitely don't have second thoughts, so I think I'm just ready to do it.
Excellent. You will need that courage to face what comes next.
Courage? How much danger are we in?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
That is so fucking cryptic. I have no problem facing what is to come. Is that why the joining is so secret? You're saying this ritual can kill us? I've come this far, I want to see this through. I would ask at this point if that's why it's so secret.
If only such secrecy were unnecessary, and all understood the necessity of such sacrifice. Sadly, that will never be so.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
As opposed to the new temple. Because everywhere here is literally a ruin.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
All of these are tempting. But I would say, calm down. There's nothing we can do about it now. Because I understand why they're scared. And I already know I'm the bravest one here. I literally led them into the wilds, even though Alistair is our guide. And I don't dislike it. I'm here for a reason, and the reason is to figure out what's going on and become a Grey Warden. So, fuck it.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
Will you both shut up? Oh, it's a horrible thing to say, but we don't know that, Davith. You make a good point. And that's in response to him saying I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew that it would end the Blight. I agree with that. The Blight threatens everything, threatens everyone's way of life, and Adelaide in particular just saw what it did to, assumedly Tamlin at least, who's completely disappeared. That was more than Mirror, but we've fought Darkspawn face to face before, and they are fucked up creatures, so.
You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them?
I am...
Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Fascinating shit. Kinda crazy. Would be crazier if I didn't already know. So we can just get on with it, those who survive, and if we're not sure about this. Again, I'm locked in. I'm ready to fucking go. Davith and Jory are doing their, due diligence with the worrying, so I'm just ready to do it.
We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten, and that one day we shall join you.
Davith, step forward.
Big gulp from a big cup. He's probably gonna be fine.
Maker's breath.
I am sorry, Davith.
Fuck.
Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child.
There is
Had I
no
known...
turning back.
No, you ask too much. There is no glory in this.
I am sorry. But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden. It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
Well, damn, there's a lot to unpack there. It's pretty fucked that they stabbed Sir Jory. So that's a valid response. It's over. I'm fine. Nothing you said prepared me. Nothing you said prepared me for that, or the pain. It was unbelievable. I feel like Adelaide's probably a little bit in shock. Is probably exhausted. I don't think it's a good move to just throw out that you killed Sir Jory to his face right after it happened. It's kind of obviously like a very secretive ritual, and so that's why he did it. Also pretty not great though. So I feel like if I was in that position, I wouldn't really want to antagonize that. So I'm just gonna go with your, I don't know, it's relatively reserved because I'm not stoked. It's over, I'm fine.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
For Jory and Davith.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
Very well. What kind of meeting? I still feel in shock. I do still feel in shock.
Death is never easy to accept, especially when it arrives in such a brutal fashion. Honor your comrades if you wish, but know that we must press forward. Always we must press forward. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Nice. We did level up, so I'm going to do that real quick. Take a second. So again, since we're on Nightmare, I definitely think I gotta at least be throwing one thing into Constitution every time, just so that we're not dying. And as always, one into Cunning, one into Dex. We actually get an additional attribute point for this one, so I'm gonna throw that into Strength. And from there, this is tough because Improved Tools is really nice, but it doesn't help us with combat. We've got Deadly Strike as well. The Rogue makes a Swift Strike at a vulnerable area on the target, dealing normal damage but getting a bonus to armor penetration. Dual Striking, which is a sustained mode. Don't think it's really necessary right now. So it's really just between Deadly Strike and Improved Tools. And I just noticed that we have 2 points to spend. So I'm getting both. Heck yeah. Awesome, awesome. I don't think we got anything too new. We have an enchanted dagger instead of the Dharmasu, and it does add +4 to attack, so we are gonna swap one of our Dharmasus out with that. And then the Ashen Warrior Axe is too big, I think, because it's well, let's look. It says main hand, and this is two-handed. Okay, we can definitely have both if we want. Let me just compare with the Ashen Warrior Axe. Yeah, the Ashen Warrior Axe is definitely better. The armor penetration isn't as good, but I think we'll try that out, having an axe and a dagger there. And then our armor, I think, is the best because it's cured as opposed to the studded leather. They're pretty similar. We just get an additional dexterity. Ooh, but I think that one looks better, so we might go with that one. And then, yeah, it's just the additional dexterity is nice, so I might stick with the Dalish gloves and the Dalish. Oh no, fuck the Dalish boots. Well, no. +3 to defense, though. We'll keep the Dalish extra stuff for now. We did get an iron ring. We do have an open ring slot. Doesn't do anything, but I'm going to add it because now we have a ring. Cool. Okay. I don't actually think there's really anything much to do back here. It's just nice to be able to level real quick. And we could technically wander around, but I'm happy to just join with Duncan at this meeting.
We can speak more after the meeting with the king.
Well, I guess we could talk to Alistair.
If the king wants to see you and Duncan, you probably shouldn't keep him waiting.
Never mind. Though I do want to see, because I've never really explored beyond that, if we could pay respects somehow to Davith and Jory. I don't see where we could, though, except for maybe the infirmary. And I do not see their bodies. We might be able to check after our meeting. I forget if we can roam around. If we can, then we'll do that. I am going to loot this chest real quick.
I'm unable to do that.
I need a key for it. Fuck. Never mind. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kalen. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the recruit I met earlier on the road? I understand congratulations are in order.
Kinda, yeah. I'm just gonna say thanks. He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from cover.
To flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
Huh. Interesting move. So I'll do my best, Your Majesty. Just do it. Or you mean I won't be fighting in the battle? I refuse to be sent on an errand? Or if it's not dangerous, I can do it myself. Again, we're talking to the King of Ferelden. And I'm pretty wiped. And I'm next to my new boss, Duncan. So I'm just gonna do my best.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough! This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Kalen. A glorious moment for us all.
That wasn't vague and foreshadowy in any way.
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
I'm ready to go. Well, no. Where is this Tower of Ishal exactly? I agree with Alistair, we should be in the battle, or stop your whining. We have an important job. I do agree with them. I just didn't want to say that to the king.
That is not your choice. If King Kalen wishes Grey Wardens to ensure the beacon is lit, then Grey Wardens will be there. We must do whatever it takes to destroy the Darkspawn, exciting or no.
I get it. Just so you know, if the king ever asks me to put on a dress and dance the Remigold, I'm drawing the line. Darkspawn or no.
Good to know. Way to take a stand, Alistair. Think I'd like to see that? You have some odd ideas about the king, or I don't know. That could be a great distraction. All of these are pretty okay. I'm leaning towards way to take a stand, or I don't know. That could be a great distraction. I think tongue-in-cheek, since we're about to be bumping around, lighting one whole torch together as a duo, let's build a friendship, or try to.
Me shimmying down the Darkspawn line? Sure. We could kill them while they roll around laughing.
Yeah.
The tower is on the other side of the gorge from the king's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
Alright, sounds easy enough. When do we light the beacon? Where will you be?
I will be fighting beside the king with the rest of the Grey Wardens. Again, at his request. We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
I know what I have to do. Can we join afterwards? What if the Archdemon appears? How much time do we have, and are we in any danger? I do want to ask about the Archdemon for sure.
We soil our drawers, that's what.
Got it.
If it does, leave it to us. I want no heroics from either of you.
And then, can we join the battle afterwards?
Stay with the Terran's men and guard the tower. If you are needed, we will send word.
Fair enough. I know what I have to do. I feel like these are both, we obviously don't have too much time, but we have enough. And I imagine we'll be in a little bit of danger, but not really anything in comparison to the battle. I'm gonna ask those fucking questions anyway, though.
The battle is about to begin. Once I leave, move quickly. You'll have less than an hour.
That's pretty quick.
Of course. Even the best laid plans go awry. So do what you must. I trust you both.
Aww.
Just not enough to actually fight with the rest of you.
There will be plenty of battles, Alistair. Be patient.
Alright. Well, we know what we have to do.
Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
Hell yeah. New quest, the Tower of Ishal. It's just me and Alistair now. Unfortunately, Jory and Davith are no longer. I'm going to end the episode here. When we get back, we are going to tour our little Ostagar camp real quick before heading to the tower, just to make sure we're not missing out on any fancy extra stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. We are actually now a bona fide Grey Warden for real, and I am stoked. See you next time.